This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
What do you got, Swanee?
Only a little thing called a Facebook Marketplace miracle.
Oh, no.
Oh, do you know what I nearly bought on the weekend? Just quickly, Chrissy, to jump in.
What?
I'm going to say 3 words to see if you can guess what it is. I nearly bought a one-arm bandit.
Oh,
A pokey machine?
The Fugitive?
A pokey machine from the 80s.
Oh, my God. Okay.
Do you remember those? Do you remember sporting clubs used to have gambling days and you'd go around to someone's house and there'd be one-arm bandit?
Was it a pull-down?
It's a 20-cent machine whip.
Wow.
You need 20-cent pieces.
If we're on that bandwagon, can I tell you what I bought on Thursday night?
Oh.
I bought at an auction site the original Game Boy with Tetris.
How much?
Oh, my God, that music.
Is it still in good nick?
I hope so, mate. It's getting sent from Canberra.
What did you pay for it?
What do you reckon I paid for it?
Well, that would be...
Oh, my God.
God, what, $80?
I reckon
No. More than that.
165.
No, more like
plus postage.
260.
What?
Then they weren't that brand new from Target back in the day.
You know the first generation iPhone unboxed, still in the box, is up to $250,000 now.
My God.
It makes me
Unboxed.
furious because the first thing I ever do is throw out the box
Yeah,
and the instructions.
of course. Swanee, what was your miracle? What did you snag?
Okay, so you know my daughter has decided that she's going to be musical.
Yeah, decided.
And, yeah, because probably a bit like her mother, she
loves to
realised
sing
that
in the
athletics
kitchen.
and sports are not her thing.
Okay.
And she goes to a school where you've got to have a thing, right?
Yes,
She's
yes.
worked that out. She's in grade 6. So she's announced to me about 3 weeks ago, she's like, all right, I've tried the sports stuff. She even signed up for like after school things to really, she goes, I'm really giving it a red hot go to
Good
work
on
out
her.
who I am. Anyway, hated it, as I did. She said to me, you know, I just don't get it. I said, I know. The only sports that I liked are when we played with like little bean-filled bags and we'd have to throw them into a
yeah.
basket while
In
we're
prep.
talking.
Yeah.
That's my level. Yeah,
Yep,
that's my
sure.
level of, you know. So she's like, I've got to pick a lane and it's going to be music and I'm just going to throw everything I've got into that. And
Good
I
on
said,
her.
you have my
Because
full
her
support.
brother Leo is a great guitar player.
Like borderline genius.
Right.
Yeah.
So she's thought, look, maybe I've got the biology for this. And of course, in classic Swanee style, she now has a drum kit in her bedroom, a
yes.
keyboard.
Okay.
These were all around the house.
If we're gonna
from
do it,
other
we're gonna do it.
hyperfixations. I collected them all. They're all in her room. It's basically, you know, like a Jackson 5.
Abbey Road.
Yeah. Anyway, saxophone is her first love, and she's very good at it, right? She can play that, you know, bit from Last Christmas. Oh,
really? Awesome.
A bit of wham.
And I'm getting a playlist together called Mum's Sax Must-Haves.
Okay.
And on it is the beginning of Jerry Rafferty's Baker Street. And I played it to her and she's like, nah, way too high.
Just don't write Mum's sax list up on the fridge because that'll look a bit weird.
It'll have Tom Ivy's name at the top.
3 times.
A lady.
Oh, my God. Can you imagine? Anyway, I thought what she needs is a stand, a sax stand. Because I imagine that if I was a saxophone player, it would annoy me to have to get it out of its little velvety box. Why do they make them sleep like Nosferatu, by the way?
It's extraordinary, isn't it?
He's like, they go to bed now, Dracula.
Yeah.
It's all in that velvety stuff. Anyway, so I thought, I wonder if there's such a thing as a sax stand. And I looked it up on Facebook Marketplace, which is my first go-to.
Mm-hmm.
And sure enough, there is such a thing as a sax stand. And there was one sax stand for sale. One. Do you
Yep.
know how rare that is
Yeah, okay,
on
that's
Facebook
really unique,
Marketplace? If
yeah.
you put in paper shredder, there's 7,000 of varying quality right,
Okay.
and location.
So they're rare or
There was-
nobody wants them?
Well, I don't know, but it's just so unusual that there's only one available in the whole of, the
Yep.
city. Anyway, it was in the next suburb to me.
Miracle.
Great.
Second miracle. Third miracle, I send a little message and I go, hi, Gail. You know how it fills it out for you? Goes,
Yeah.
hi, Gail, is this still available?
No, or I'm interested. What is it? I'm interested. Is this still
It
up?
says, it says, is this still available, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And on all of the copy for all the listings, it's like, will not respond to, is this available?
Yeah.
So I delete that part and I go, hi, Gail, I can come and pick this up. I'm in the next suburb. I could pick it up in the next half an hour. As I'm sending it, I see that the name is Gail Gaillard.
Gail
Oh my God.
Gaillard.
Yes, and I go, I know Gail Gaillard. She lived behind me in the 80s
what
in
are
the
the
house that I
chances?
grew up in. My sisters
This-
babysat her daughters.
No way.
Gail
Yes.
Gaillard.
So she goes, yes, I'm around. You can come and... I'm going to do the voice because you're a bit fancy.
sure.
Yes, I'm around. You can come and pick it up whenever you like.
Oh,
And I said, I said, Gail, I might be talking out of turn here. I'm not a stalker, but do you remember me from 40 years ago when I was a child? And my sisters were babies. She's like, yes, I remember you very well. I went over there. I could not get over there quick enough. I picked up the sack stand. I also picked up a few other bits and bobs that she was selling. I picked up
did
a
you?
light fitting and a little baby squirrel and a pair of Kate Spade earrings for
Oh, my God.
daughter.
Okay.
Then I stayed for a cup of tea and we reminisced. It was the most gorgeous afternoon, and the sack stand was $40. Still in its bag. BNIB, guys.
What does that stand for?
Brand new in box.
Wow.
done.
Gail Gaillard and the sack stand.
Well, you know
Yeah.
what they say about Gail? Gaillard or go home.
Yeah,
mate.
you know what I
That's
mean?
they say.
Justin in Greenacre. What was the unique item that you scored on Marketplace, Justin?
Good morning, how you going?
Good, Justin.
That's good. I got I don't know if you remember, outside Flight Centre many years ago, there was a fiberglass statue.
Yeah, the statue.
Yeah,
the
Pilot
pilot.
Pete.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got him. I bought one of him.
Why'd you buy Pilot Pete, Justin?
Oh, man, who do you know that's got one?
So true, mate. Just you.
So, see, Pilot Pete changed over the years, though, because it was just good-looking blokes who looked like pilots. They're not actually pilots, and I
Well,
think it's like
apparently
a
the
solo
original,
man.
if you've got the original Pilot Pete,
Really?
Justin, he'd be worth a bit because he
Yeah, I
was.
think he's
There's
original.
a story about Pilot Pete because he was offered the contract again, and he asked for too much money. So they said, mate, we can put anyone in a bloody cap and no one will know. And sure enough, they did.
Yeah.
Well, he's the original. He's a little bit beat up, but obviously as you can expect. But no, he's all there.
Hey, just before
That
you go,
is
how
great.
much was he? How much did it cost, Justin?
Do you want the price that I bought it for? The price I told my partner I bought it for?
The price that you bought it for, Justin.
300.
A little bit weird that he's standing in the corner of your bedroom too, Justin.
What did you tell the missus, Justin?
She
What
always-
did you tell her?
150.
150.
But she always wanted a captain, didn't she, Justin? Unfortunately, you weren't the man.
Fits in Whipper with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, download the Nova Player via the App Store or Google Play.
The Nova Player.